Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Susanna and today I have another Forever Yoga Strong Bones Challenge workout. So this is what I use as a morning routine. We'll start standing. We'll try to move all of our joints and get a lot of breath work in. Then head down to the mat or your carpet for hip strengthening and a little bit of core work to get our day going on the right foot. So gather up what you need and I'll meet you back. We'll begin standing. Let's get started with a breath moving exercise called Breath of Joy. So it begins standing in a nice stable hip width apart position with relaxed knees, and the arm movements are, watch and join me, forward, shoulder height with the arms, to the side, again forward, and then we'll bend the knees and let the arms come down. Exhaling through your mouth, you'll go ha. The arms come behind you, they kind of swing back, and then we do it again. Ready? Inhale, 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 ha. Sniff, sniff, exhale, ha. In through the nose, in, forward, ha. Forward, side, forward, ha. Keep going, don't round the spine, just go part way down, keep your spine straight, ha. Exhale, ha. Inhale, forward, side, forward, ha. Let's do two more. Ha. Last time, inhale, 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 exhale, ha. And now let yourself lift up, arms up, reach towards the sky, shake it out, and let's do shake, 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 shake. So from the wrists, flick your fingers and move around as you move from your shoulders, move from your elbows. Excellent. And standing on one leg, shake the other gently. And that leg is, you're bending and straightening. And if you need a chair for this, that's fine, because it's a one leg thing. Moving the hip joint around. Good. And then I'm going to turn my back to you to do the other side and still hold on to my chair. Shake, shake, shake from the hip, moving around. As you know, there's no exact right movements. We're just moving. That's what's wonderful. And now, little side to side. So slide the hands up your rib cage on one side as the opposite arm slides down, your fingers down the side of your thigh, and then back and forth. Right? Inhale, exhale, always breathing. Listening to how your body's feeling, and seriously, do what feels good. You want to add a stretch up with your arm? Add a stretch up with the arm. Excellent. All right, let's go over and, to the support of a chair. And now, standing hip cars. Lift the leg up as high as you can, really a little bit higher than 90 degrees, and then rotate out to the side. Bring it back behind you, and then forward. Now take it behind you, out to the side, and forward. And I encourage you just to move your hip joint around without worrying about doing it right or doing it wrong. Just do it so it feels, you can feel that hip rotating and you don't have any discomfort. If you have discomfort, do it differently until you find a way that works for you. There's no exact right or wrong. Okay. That's that side, and then I'm just going to lift my chair because it's pretty light. Over here to do the other side. Lift up, out to the side, rotate behind, and forward. Go backwards to the side and forward. Okay, so you're just rotating the hip. And when we do it on standing, we're getting the added benefit of weight bearing on the standing leg. Okay, seems like enough of that. Next, here we're going to take the feet a little wider than the hips. Do some nice hip circles. Other way. Now, feet out to the sides, so you're in a little bit of a goddess position with the legs. And now just lean side to side a little bit, so your knees get the experience of going that direction and that direction. Good, then pause in the squat. Sink a little deeper. Bring your arms out to the sides, goddess pose. Good morning. Open up through the chest, but relax. Arms, I have them in cactus pose. Now I'm going to bring them in till the elbows kiss and open wide. In and out, in and out. 2 more. Last one. Hold your goddess, and then hands to the thighs. You can come down, keeping the spine straight. Pivot the feet forward again, and then find your way up to standing. One more thing while we're still standing. For our ankles and our feet, I'll use the support of my chair. Lift up one leg, rotate your ankle. Now you can do this without the support of holding on or with it. It's all good. Rotate one direction, rotate the other. And let's go ahead and take this into a tree. So rotate the hip out to the side. Decide what kind of tree you'll do today. It could be a low tree, a medium tree, or a full tree. Inner thigh, foot pressed together if you're in the full position. Otherwise, just lightly hold your foot touching the side of your leg without pressing hard. And breathe. This may be done with or without the support of your support. Hold and breathe, hold and breathe. Excellent. Knee will rotate forward, and then you'll return that foot to the floor. Other side. Okay, so first, lift up the leg you're going to start with to rotate your ankle. Rotate around and around one direction, other direction. Excellent. You can go both directions twice. And do any other fun movements that are calling to you for your feet, ankles, and toes today. All right, now you can rotate the hip out and locate a nice tree. Root down to rise up. Notice that my foot is on the side of my knee. However, it's not pressing. It's barely touching. And my hip joint is doing all the work. Hold and breathe. Lots of breath. And I take the knee forward and then bring 2 feet back and step it out. All right. One more standing warm-up today will be moving lunges, seesaw lunges. First, step so you're facing the top of your mat. Take 1 foot forward, lift the other heel off the floor, and then lift the foot off the floor and step back again. So this is a seesaw lunge, right? Lift up and down, up and down. And I enjoy doing this with some arms, opening up the chest a little bit, and I step in different directions. So you can literally leave your mat here if you want. If you have a mat, doesn't matter. You're just stepping around, stepping on 1 foot, leaning back. So this is great for balance and weight bearing. Okay, the seesaw rocking lunge. Now pause. Pause in a short warrior 1 stance. If you're familiar, 1 foot forward, back foot on a slight angle, facing forward. Now we'll reach, lengthening forward, keeping the spine straight. Then part the waves, come back, open the chest, weight on the back foot, and now forward again. You can bend the knees, you come forward, straighten as you lean back. Reach and part the waves, open. 2 more. Take it forward, take it back, breathing in, breathing out. Last time, reach and forward and back. Okay, and pivot forward. We'll do the other side of that sequence, but first Leonardo's side to side. Lean on one side, lean on the other. Go fast, go slow. It's up to you. Allow your brain an opportunity to figure out what is going on. Okay, and to center, turn around. Now we'll do the rocking horse sequence. Other leg leads, so just lunge forward, step forward, lift the back foot off, and continue. Just go back and forth. So there's no real, don't make a big deal out of this, okay? Because you're just stepping forward, stepping back, stepping forward. Your arms can kind of help with balance, I think. So you might take the arms back and forward. It's not a big deal. If you feel like you're losing your balance, maybe the next step you won't lose your balance. Okay, forward and back, forward and back. Okay, facing the top of your mat, take the other leg, you're on the other side, so I don't know if I did right or left, so you do the other side for you. Take a foot forward, back foot is on a slight angle. This is a short warrior one stance with the hips going towards the top of your mat, the area that you're facing. Reach, lengthen, and part the waves to come back as you straighten the front leg, and do it again. Reach and pull back. Extend and lean. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Lengthen and open. Two more. Take it forward, take it back. Last one, and hold it back. Great. Soften the knee and step out and relax. Nice job. Let's move down to our mat. Second part of this video, a couple of exercises on the mat. And before you get started, grab a thing. I'm using a block. It could be a book. It could be a 10-pound dumbbell. A thing. I'll show you how we'll use that in a little bit. Let's begin table position. So core strengthener. Find your stable table. I'm using fists. You could use palms or forearms. Find that flat back, shoulders relaxed, and then lift opposites. So I call this balancing cat. You might call it bird dogs. We'll lift the one arm. Oops, I bumped into my chair. Get all this stuff out of the way. All right, so I've got a plant and a chair in the way, but we do what we can. So let's lift opposites. Arm and leg. I've got the right arm and the left leg up. Whatever works. Hold for a breath and switch. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Extend and drop. Lengthen and drop. Two more times. Good. Let's hold one now. Let's just hold whatever side. Then switch the other side. Hold and release. Great. Sit back on your heels. Stretch out your feet. From the same place, we'll do some hip cars. Stable table. Okay, let's take one leg up and have it be bent at the knee, straight spine, flexed foot, then rotate that hip and knee out to the side and bring it in. It's hovering over your mat. And then reverse that, go to the side, lift it up, bring it in. It can go past the knee hovering, but you're not rounding the spine, right? Keep the arms straight. Okay, and then reverse it again. So just do a few of these. Out to the side, lift up and in. If you find yourself leaning to one side, compensating by leaning to the other side. Keep everything straight. No rounding of the spine. No using other muscles other than that hip joint to do the motion. Very nice. Okay, other side for the hip car. I'll turn around. And again, you can do this on fists, palms, or forearms. Lift, flex, rotate to the side, bring it in, side, up, in, up, side. Breathe. Keep everything straight. Loving your hip. Building upper body strength. 2. It's all good. One more time. Up, down, and lift. Side, in, release. Sit back. If sitting back on your heels is available to you, sit on your heels. If that doesn't feel good, come to tall kneeling. Take a moment. Next up, a hip strengthening exercise. We'll come on to sitting to start. Take your thing, if it's a block, a book, a weight, a thing that's about the size of my block, and then sit with your legs extended and the block is on the side of your ankle and foot at the end of, right down there. Now, carefully go all the way to your back. So to go carefully to your back, you might bend your knees and lower down gently, carefully. But then when you're all the way down, go ahead, straighten your legs. I like to place palms down underneath my butt, and that helps support the lumbar spine. 10 times lift up and over that block with the leg that's beside the block. Got it? Lift. Go about, I don't know, 3-4 inches over, and then lower to the other side all the way to the floor. So lift across and down, and let's do 10. So that was 1, so here's 9. 8, 7, don't go too high. 6, I'm gonna keep track today, counting. 5, 4, 3, I usually know I'm almost done to my 10 because it starts to feel like I'm really working. 2, and last one. Great, release, relax. Bend your knees, bring both feet in, take a moment between sides. So I'm not even gonna get up, I'm just gonna slide, I'm gonna use my feet to slide the block over to the other side. Okay, extend the leg, reposition your arms so they're in a place that feels good for this. Be careful as you lift your head and your spine to check, right? Because we do want to be careful with moving our spines in flexion. Sometimes problems happen when we're not even exercising, right? So be conscious. Here we go. Let's lift the other leg up, cross it over the block, and lower to the opposite side. Let's do 10. Lift, across, and lower. That was 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Ooh, it's so much fun. I can always feel the 9th and the 10th one are like my hip is talking to me. All right, and release. Let go. Arms release, feet release. Let's pick up the feet and the knees and just do real gentle shakeouts. Hands on top of knees. You could do circles for the hips now, going in opposite directions away from each other, right? And then reverse direction. Some hip circles. Place both feet on the floor wherever they land. Bring your arms either straight down on the floor beside you or your upper arm bones pressing down. Prepare for a bridge. Does not matter where your feet go, because I'd love for you to do your bridge poses in different ways on different days. So wherever they landed is fine today. Root down in the feet, root down in your arms. Roll your head side to side gently to just kind of connect with the base of your skull. Then bring heads to center. Press down to rise up. Lift the hips up until you come to your bridge, straight line from knee, hip to shoulder. And hold and breathe. Relax your chest, but engage your inner thighs. Find your breath. You could lift your toes. That will be great for grounding the feet. It's also good. Might as well do some footwork here while we're here. Lift and lower the toes. Excellent. You can gently squeeze your butt. You can gently squeeze your inner thighs as if you were squeezing a beach ball. Find your breath. Hold and breathe. Let it go when you're ready. Come on down. Do a counter pose that works for you. Perhaps you'll take your feet wider and do the windshield wiper move. Hips and low back. Get a release. Good. And perhaps you'll do a little bit of a modified inversion by placing the palms again underneath your low back, right at the butt. Bring the knees in and lift the legs. You can keep the knees bent here, or you could straighten the legs. Breathe. And then let that go. Bend at the knees. Carefully, if you'd like to join me, you'll keep your head down and chin kind of tucked as you find your way to a comfortable seated position. Once you have found your seat, let's end this session together. Just doing a little bit more of prana movement. So shake, shake, shake. Move the wrists around, flick. Open and close your hands. So good. For the wrists, rotate the wrists. Cool. Now, arms extend from shoulders out, fingertips touch the mat. Your spine is long. Think of yourself as sitting as a triangle, right? From your tailbone, spine, neck to crown, and then crown out, shoulders to fingertips. Be here now. Breathe. Turn the palms up. Lengthen the arms out to the sides. Reach them up, 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 till you find the palms touching overhead. Then draw the hands straight down, past your third eye, down to the heart center. Pause here. And thank you. Namaste. I'm so glad you joined me today for this wake-up session, hip strengthening session. I do this one a lot. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you. I'd love it if you would subscribe. I've got so many more videos that are safe and appropriate if you've got low bone density. If you are not yet a member of the Strong Bones Facebook group, the Strong Bones Challenge Facebook group, if you go below this video, you'll find a link where you can click and request to join. We can interact in real time in that group. It's a very supportive place. And lastly, tell me how it's going. Comment below. And I wish you well. So have an awesome day. Thanks.